Hi Trevor, so today I want to do a quick comparison between these two backpacks because they do have a very similar style and similar carry capacity. This one here is the Bellroy Venture Backpack 26 litre, and this is the Able Carry Daybreaker 2, which is a 25 litre backpack. Now they both do weigh less than a kilogram, which is 2.2 pounds, under 2.2 pounds. I can't remember the weight off the top of my head, so I'll put it on the screen, but I believe the Daybreaker is the slightly lighter weight one. So taking a look just at the outsides of the bag, you can see that they both have a similar design where the zip comes up and around the back, which gives it a bit more of a pronounced front area. That translates to being an inside pocket here and the top pocket here, which is actually very useful, and I do like that design feature. Another similar thing you'll see between them is that they both have a lot of lashing points. So here and here, there's a lot around this bag, and it's just so nice. I really like having all those extra points to attach things to. They both do have a water bottle pocket. This one is just here, and this one as well is here, but they give you an additional wraparound here to, if you're carrying a tripod or something. There is an additional storage pocket here on the side with a lanyard for keys. And actually the same is true on this one. There is an additional pocket with a key lanyard inside. One thing I like about the Daybreaker over this one is that it actually has carry handles here, which I find extremely useful when you're taking the bag on and off or picking it up. It has one here on the top and also on the side, and I think having those three around the bag is just very, very nice. It's a very nice touch. Now taking a look at these straps, you can see that they have a similar sort of profile. The Bellroy does get a lot thinner towards the bottom, and it has the sternum strap that's on a rail. I'm not a huge fan of this style. This one here is adjustable by threading it through the Molly web strapping here. So it's slightly less adjustable in terms of the finer adjustment, but I do kind of prefer this because you can take it off quite easily. Whereas this one is much harder to take off and especially put back on once you do take it off. Now the other thing that they do have in common is they both have a magnetic sternum strap, as you can see there, and pretty much both very nice. These straps on the Daybreaker I do find a little bit more comfortable. They have slightly thicker padding, and the mesh panel at the back is slightly less intrusive. It's a bit thinner, but I kind of prefer that. These ones are a bit more soft, but protrude a little more. And you can see the strap here. It just feels a little thinner, especially in the middle. And when they're fully packed, I do tend to prefer the Daybreaker feel. But not to say that this one is uncomfortable. It's just that I prefer this one. Now, something you can see there as well is that the buckles they use on the Bellroy, these metal buckles, they tend to come loose or adjust themselves quite easily. You can see when you put your bag down, for example, that just kind of slides through, and it makes it so every time you put this bag on, you have to kind of readjust it. The other thing I've found with this buckle is that often if you put the bag on and you twist it, you can kind of twist like this. And there's been several times that I've put the backpack on and the buckle's twisted because you can see the attachment point here is quite thin. And yeah, it just means you have to adjust it a bit more. So the straps on this one, although not bad, do have a couple of little foibles like that. Now here you can see the straps do stay in place quite well, and I haven't actually had any troubles with this one slipping as much. And the attachment point here is a traditional style where it's sewn onto the front instead of directly onto the bottom here. I think this makes it a bit more comfortable too because the buckle rests against the padding, so it doesn't actually dig into you. Now they both do have similar strap keepers as well. You can see here it's a little bit of plastic that slides up and down, and very effective on both. Final thing is the grab handle. So this one actually has a much more comfortable and significant grab handle on the top here. This one is just a thin strap, but it still works very well, and I don't find it too uncomfortable. Now you can see that Bellroy has gone for these really cool zipper pulls. These are kind of like a nylon strap that they've threaded through. It feels very nice to zip and unzip. Very nice to pull this one. These ones have sort of a hypalon or nylon. Still very comfortable and nice. I would say these are probably a little bit more lightweight. I don't really have a preference over each one. They both work very well. Just before we get into the main compartment here, I'll just show you that this one only zips open here. So it zips all the way down on one side, but only to the first quarter on this side, which I actually quite like. This one does zip all the way down on both sides. And I'll just quickly show you that the top panel here, which you can access while the bag is closed, has a lot of really nice organization. So it has a little divider in the middle here, and then a pocket which goes quite far down. So I've found that this is great for sunglasses, power banks, and that sort of thing. And you can put pens in here as well. It's actually a really nice pocket design, and I do like that feature of this bag. Now, taking a look inside the front panel of the pocket, you actually get another mesh pocket here, which I have a little clip in there at the moment, and that is very nice. And I love the contrasting colors, very nice details. This one has a mesh pocket which goes quite far down as well. And if we take a look on the inside, you get a sort of a tablet pocket and then a laptop sleeve, and that is slightly lifted from the ground so your laptop won't bang against the ground. On this side, you actually get an additional raised pocket, which I really like. I find this is great for putting your umbrella or something like that. All right, so with the able carry, you do get a similar kind of pocket as the outside one there, but only on the inside. But this is a very nice and quite expansive pocket. You can put power bank, sunglasses. I usually put sunglasses there. Now this one has also an additional internal pocket here, which is like that one, but a bit lower down. Also great for umbrellas. This one also has some internal lashing points for putting a water bladder or something, for example, here, here, and here. And it has a divider sleeve, which isn't really designed for a laptop, but you could use it for a laptop. It is slightly raised from the ground, but not completely. The other cool thing about this bag is it has this sort of hidden pocket, which is great for passports. And I did find that very useful. They added this on the second version. Unzip this one, you just get the back panel foam. On some other able carry bags, there is an additional hidden secret pocket here, but this one doesn't have that. So this pocket is still very nice, and it's quite hidden because the zip tucks away just down there. In terms of internal organization, that's pretty much it. But I do find that both of them pack a very similar amount. Probably because of the thinner profile of this one, I find this one a little bit more comfortable to wear while it is fully packed. This one is very nice, and I just love all the finer details of this one, like the contrasting colors and everything. It's just so nice and very well made. But I think probably the biggest complaint about this one for me is that these straps, particularly this attachment point here, just isn't really that great, and I've had too many small problems with it. That almost just really is a deal breaker. Whereas this one, there's not much I would change about it. I would probably make it a little slightly wider, maybe an extra pocket on the outside. But aside from that, I do really like the Daybreaker 2, but they are both very good backpacks to check out, especially if you're looking for a lighter weight, under 1 kilogram backpack. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for next time.